Hello, welcome to This is Most Unorthodox episode number 5.
Yeah.
Just like every week, we don't know exactly what our topics are going to be going into this thing, but tangents, fun stuff. Check out Audible. Things may or may not be happening, but
technical difficulties. Enjoy.
You could check out the Trump, the Art of the Deal, narrated by Callio Griffith, and wait for this, Donald J. Trump.
Ooh.
So if you would, that sounds interesting to you at all, go to audibletrial.com/3geeks and enjoy.
Did you get a new hat? Is that a new hat?
No,
My Power Rangers hat. I've had it for a few weeks. I got a Target half off. $4. Best $4 I ever spent. Because the Philip photo sits next to the lightning bolt. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
We got our Trump standee over there. Just looking happy as can be. Oh, update on the doctor visit. I introduced caffeine back into my diet. Because the caffeine wasn't the doctor's name, it was my thing. So I have my one Red Bull in the morning, and trust me, I need it because by the time Max showed up today at work at 1, I was ready for a nap.
It's probably because you're coming down off your caffeine high.
No, dude, before it was 11. I was ready to go. I was falling asleep at the computer desk. That's why I had to get the Red Bull.
Red Bull is no good for you, dude.
These guys, yeah, but I can't drink coffee because I
coffee is
can't
no
drink
good.
coffee without sugar. What?
Get a Mountain Dew. Get something a little more normal, a little more relaxed if you want caffeine. Or you can get tea, but tea's not really.
I just rather have my
Does 5
morning.
Hour Energy do anything?
Oh, that's awful.
They do a little bit, yeah.
But it's like quick and go. Like you're not drinking a whole can of fucking Red Bull.
It's true.
Dude, this guy, we're driving to Florida with my ex-wife, and she's driving him crazy in the car. So his goal is just to get to Florida. He had, 3 of them?
Yes.
The span of 9 hours?
Yes. I could not sleep for like.
We got there, and he's like this.
Yeah. That's awful.
Oh,
Because I'm like, do we need to stop? And he's like, no, I've got this.
Oh man,
I'm sure that was lovely. Just lovely.
Oh yes,
it was wonderful.
I'm probably gonna have something reminiscent of that on my upcoming trip to Maine.
Oh yeah,
like, Max, we were supposed to stop in New Jersey and say hi to Mike. It's like, no, plans changed.
I've got this.
Get there.
We saved 4 hours not doing that.
Oh my god, yeah. I don't know. I'd never do it again. That's for sure.
Neither would I, and neither one of us will ever have to.
Yeah. Well, I just mean just drinking 3 Red Bulls and not 3 Red Bulls, 3 5-hour energies in 9 hours. By the way, after the third one, it does nothing for you. All it does is make you shake. Because I was getting sleepy, and it didn't do that.
You're supposed to chug water with it too.
Really?
I think so. I think they encourage you to drink water.
There was no instruction. Well, they encourage you to drink water just so you don't dehydrate. Those instructions were not on the bottle, sir. Otherwise, I would have had giant bottles of water with them.
See, rabbit hole, we went down it.
All right, so what do you got, Jason?
What do I got? So I guess Sean Spicer was hiding from reporters in a bush this week when they asked him about Comey.
I mean, no,
it'd be funnier if he was hiding behind Bush.
But yeah, no, he was trying to avoid the reporters. So they hadn't gotten to ask him about Comey yet, but he knew they were going to.
Yes.
So he tried to hide from them.
There's multiple people from the White House that were trying to do that, like H.R. McMaster before he answered questions, or before he did. He walked in, And apparently somebody just overheard him. He's like, I'm not dealing with this, and just turned around and left.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what's going on with Washington, though. It's like they want this dude to be a fucking vile, like, dictator, you know?
Yeah, right now.
Because you fire the guy who's investigating you, and no one's like, well, okay, maybe now we should get a guy to investigate you that you can't fire. You know? Because he can still just fire whoever else.
Well, actually, he can still fire. Like, they would have to go back and do what they did for, I think, Nixon, which was Congress actually passed a law that allowed a special prosecutor that was completely independent, not overseen by the president. Because, like, anybody that the deputy attorney general would pick up could be fired by Trump.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it's fucking...
Even if they called it a special prosecutor, it wouldn't matter.
I've got a question as one of the dumb Americans that are just reading headlines on Facebook.
Oof, that's a dangerous world.
You know? It's a scary and dangerous world.
And sadly, I represent a lot of the people in America. What is the big deal about him and Russia talking? Like, we talked to England and, you know, France, and I'm asking this honestly. Yeah. Like, what is a real answer? Like,
so
why is it a huge
are not
deal?
Friendly with the Russians? Traditionally, the Russians...
I mean, I know about the 80s and the Cold War and all that.
No, that's just a myth that everyone thinks it ended.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was more known back in the 80s and during the Cold War, and we were fed more propaganda to feel that hatred. Now, there's no real reason to feel it. Plus, before Putin, we really didn't have that threat of national sovereignty being challenged like we do now in the last few years.
Well, but it's like, also, fucking, the major issue here is that they tampered with the election. And that's the problem. It's like...
No, I get that. I get that.
Yeah, all your Russian ties or whatever, like, it's shady or whatever, but, like, I just hope, what? They get the right piece of information, they get all their I's dotted and all their T's crossed, and they just fucking impeach the shit out of that dude.
Yeah, but then you got Mike Pence, who I've heard is not much better.
Oh, God, no. So he's actually a politician.
Yeah, but at least he's actually a politician.
Exactly.
So, I mean, on the one hand, it sucks, but on the other hand, like, yeah, well, at least he's not going to fucking send 60 bombs to fucking Syria.
I mean, regardless of the fact that he is very religiously conservative and he would probably push a lot of conservative rights as far as religious goes, that's a problem, potentially, depending on how far he goes with that. But that's nowhere near as bad as being unstable, as potentially giving... Now, okay, so I'm going to say that said my piece. He's just more political. I think he was able to run Indiana as a governor and actually put them in a positive spin. And they actually brought companies and economy. So, I mean, there are good things he's done. He just has some very conservative views. Whether or not that actually works and all of that, whole nother story. But anyways, going back to what you actually asked about, like, what's going on right now, like, supposedly him telling things to the Russians, the real thing isn't necessarily, if he told them, right, there's this threat of terrorists putting bombs in laptops and trying to get on planes back to the U.S. There's nothing inherently wrong in that. That is sensitive data, and technically what's also being reported is accurate, that the person leaking this information also is actually more of a criminal than Trump, if that's all he said. Keyword there, if that's all he said. But if he actually said locations, sources, methods, any of that, like where they get the intel and the data, and the real problem with this is this intel was not given to us, was not actually given to the intelligence agencies of America. It was given to another intelligence agency that we got from another country using their sources and methods. So potentially, if Russia was able to make that tie, there's a lot of issues there. And it messes up our own, like, what we actually don't talk about anymore as U.S. citizens is diplomacy. Like, we don't even think about the impact that America has with all of these things. And that's the real concern from my perspective. Like, I don't know. There's so much speculation out there that it's hard to know what's true. But really, the biggest thing is that he's more than willing to say things privately in front of Russian media. By the way, Russian cameras were there. American press was not allowed.
Yeah, what sense does that make?
That makes it more suspicious. Like that's like he just like if he's not colluding with the Russians, if he's not, he's the dumbest man on this fucking planet.
Yeah.
Because all you need to do is invite an American. I mean, you can even invite. I think Breitbart's American technically.
Yeah.
So invite them in. That you know they're gonna like or Fox News.
That guy would just start yelling.
That's okay though.
They'd be in the meeting and he would just start yelling. Yeah, you can't have that.
Well, he'd be in awe of the man that they put there.
Well, no, I don't think so. I feel like that guy just goes about his whole life just screaming at people. Like that's just what you get, Like there's no turning him down.
Yeah.
Like fucking. Oh my goodness! Have you ever watched? Like, I've watched.
No, I've never watched.
The most I've watched of that guy's video is like 7 minutes. Is all I could stand. But it is just like, like, I get excited about shit. I'll go on for a minute, but like, this dude is just nonstop. Like, there's no end to it. I don't know. I admire him a little bit for his levels of energy because I just can't. I mean, for like an out of shape guy, like he's just really amped up.
I do got to say kudos to Washington for being some of the best Saturday Night Live writers we've had in a very long time.
Yeah, Donald Trump.
Dude, Melissa McCarthy's been doing Sean Spicer on SNL, and I was asking Max about it. I'm like, is he really that bad? So I watched his press conferences. I'm not really that dumb. If I see something online, I will go research it. I just did that for the sake of the conversation. But I went and watched Sean Spicer, and he's really yelling at the people that are watching.
Yeah, man. And then he gets all the stupid props. This is our bill. This is their bill. See the difference? This is theirs. This is ours. This one is theirs. He's fucking. Oh my goodness, guys, just a hot mess.
She brought out one of those toys, and you opened it up, and there's a little one and a little one.
And
it had all the Washington people, and it had a poop one in the middle.
Yeah, that's a Russian.
Russian nesting doll.
Yes.
She threw the poop. He's like, you didn't see that.
The whole thing's Russian, dude. It's all collusion.
And just every time you read something, it's like you're reading a headline for a reality show. Like when I read that Spicer was hiding in the bushes from the press, I'm like, is this real? And then I thought maybe it was The Onion. I had to scroll back up to see if The Onion had reported this, and it was not The Onion.
Like, please be The Onion. Please be The Onion.
Yeah.
I mean, how do we look? How do we look to the rest of the world? Like when you talk to your in-laws.
Mm-hmm. Trump scared the shit out of them. It reminded them of the person who took over their country and is slowly actually turning it into a dictatorship.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason why a lot of immigrants just started crying when he became president. Because they've seen it. Like, and there's a reason why, like, oh God, what was it? I think one of the Turkey's president? I don't know. The leader of Turkey. I don't know what his title is.
President, Prime
yeah, because he's not quite democratic anymore. He's going more and more further towards dictator. And I think one of our, what was it? I think the Department of State was, saying, we're going to start laying, sanctions and all this against you because of your human rights violations. You're not treating people fairly. You're not doing an election. You're trying to do all this, right? And his response to the person, and it was quoted in a news article, was, what do you mean? I was like, he's like, last week Trump just gave me props. I was going to say, like, he's actually, publicly questioning justices and judges, which is what I do. What's so different? He is actively trying to ban Muslims from a country, and I'm just doing it with a different race and different nationality. There's a lot of parallels. What ground do you have to stand on to say that you can put sanctions against me if your leader is doing similar things? And that when I read that, scared the shit out of me.
Speaking of reality shows, in 2020, we could very well have The Rock running against Donald Trump. What do you think of that?
I'm voting Rock.
Oh, I'll vote Rock too.
Dude.
Who doesn't want to vote for The Rock? If that's your choices, but I'm saying it's just funny that's what's happening.
I heard Ron Perlman wants to run too. I say Rock picks him up as a VP. Fucking you're voting Rock Perlman 2020.
Rock Perlman.
Yeah,
oh
dude.
Jesus.
And he's not allowed to run as Dwayne Johnson either. He has to run as The Rock.
Well, he has to convince the WWE to allow him to do that, though.
I'm sure they'll let him.
Yeah, I think like The Rock has got more clout than the WWE. And I think he's like.
Well, no, he wasn't allowed to for a while there. That's why he was Dwayne Johnson.
No, yeah, I know, but now
Oh.
I'm saying, like, he's got it now.
That's why he's been
Dude,
showing
part
up
of
at wrestling events more.
He's part of the Fast and the Furious family now. Okay.
He's built that back.
Oh man.
Dude, Vince McMahon is already happy that one of the people that he threw into acting has finally become successful.
Yeah, dude, he's like, all that shit I threw against the wall, finally something sticks.
It was a long road from Walking Tall at a fast 8. I like Walking Tall, but that's not a good movie.
You mean Scorpion King?
Oh.
A movie that they didn't even finish special effects. They're just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
It's good enough.
BGMX is about to sell fidget spinners, and somebody recently got a fidget spinner shoved up their ass and couldn't get it back out.
Got it shoved up their ass?
I don't know if it was shoved up their ass or if they were like using it as a toy or whatever, but it got in the ass, and then they had to go to the hospital because they couldn't get it back
awkward. out. I'm gonna put this triangle up my ass, and that's what you're saying at that point, because I mean, like, you don't have to worry about it, fidget spinning in your asshole.
Maybe
unless
that's
you're
what
an
the
idiot.
hope was.
Yeah, like, you'd have to be pretty dumb.
Yeah, he would.
These crazy things about people getting shit stuck in their ass or women shoving stuff in their vaginas. At some point, it's just like, I'm not even.
That was a person.
Yeah.
You shoved a person into your vagina.
I'm not even going to go to the hospital for this problem. You know what I mean?
For like, the fidget spinner?
Yeah.
Oh, you better.
Yeah, dude, you have to get that out.
You're gonna die.
What happens when you go to take a shit?
I don't know.
But there is no shitting.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not dumb enough to put it in my ass in the
Well,
first
there
place.
you go. So
Whatever.
you're good.
Talk like you don't have a fidget spinner in your ass right now.
I do. It's spinning.
How do you do that?
I got a string coming out of my mouth.
Oh, okay.
Pull it, spins.
That sounds really complicated. Why don't you just get a vibrator? I feel like the point where you're just like, okay, what to put in there? What to put in there? And you just like lock in on the fidget spinner.
Yeah, I
You're
don't
just
know. I don't know.
It's like I got the small remote. No, the fidget spinner.
yeah, because it gets wider as you try to put it in. It's just gonna be awesome.
Maybe his copy of Monopoly wasn't around him at the time.
I'm not sure I'm following that
Yeah.
one.
Just because it's bigger, stupider. Fidget spinner and Monopoly. I wonder if somebody's ever done that. I should Google that. I don't want to do Google
What,
that.
shoving Monopoly out your ass?
Like the whole game?
Yeah.
How is that possible?
That person with
Well,
150-pound arms could probably do
there's-
it.
there's a lot of-
Look, just because they weigh 800 pounds, if you're morbidly obese, doesn't mean your asshole is fucking the
Yeah.
size of a fucking
Yeah, that's true.
gallon
But-
opening.
But if people progressively shove bigger and bigger things, they adapt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, like, I'm sure you could stretch out your asshole if you wanted to.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think you could work up towards Monopoly if you wanted to.
No, wait, dude. That's like a
All right,
game.
here we go, guys. 22 objects people have actually lost in their asses.
No, you don't lose anything in your ass. You know exactly where it's at.
A body spray canister, a house key,
Oh, that's
See,
Jesus
a house
Christ.
key is easy.
a
beer
beer bottle, ugh,
Yeah, I
that's not
believe it.
surprising.
Not easy, but I
Flashlight.
believe it.
a peanut butter jar.
There you go.
Whole jar of
Yes.
fucking peanut butter.
Yes,
It's
this is what I'm
got-
telling you, man.
Yeah.
It's got the X-ray result. A teeny tiny toy car,
Yeah, that was Steve-O.
A billiard ball.
a dumb phone, a
Oh.
pint glass, a gun,
What the fuck?
Hey, man, you're trying to get through customs.
a spray paint, a live shell,
Uh,
a bullet,
Wow.
another
Oh.
bottle but with a fake hip,
Oh, okay. The person had a fake hip. I don't know why that matters.
a bottle with a retrieval vial,
they had a plan. They had a
a
plan.
light bulb, and
Oh,
the
dude.
big end in first. Look at that.
Yeah, man, like a champion.
That is
Wow.
impressive. That picture is impressive.
A tiny but
They
not
didn't break
too
it.
tiny knife. Ugh, who's putting a knife
What
up there?
the fuck?
A coffee mate creamer lid. A dildo, that
Just
makes
a-
sense.
Yeah, hey, you know, finally something that makes sense.
Another dildo.
Another dildo.
So that this stuff
A
is not
dildo
awesome.
and tongs.
That's awesome.
A
Dildo
whole,
and
sham-
tongs.
a whole shampoo
Get it
bottle,
out! Get it out! Shit!
and a Buzz Lightyear action figure.
There you go. That takes the cake right there.
And that's what happens when you Google has
But
Monopoly ever been
this
shoved
is
in an ass.
improperly headed. They need to say things like stuck in the ass versus lost in, because they obviously know exactly where it's at.
Well, they know where it is, but they lost it on
I'm
its
gonna
way
have
in.
fucking nightmares tonight about this shit.
At least it's not, vivid. At least they're not showing you shoving it in their asshole
Yeah.
and then freak out as they
Yeah,
lose
like, I
it.
can't get it out. Get the tongs. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Oh god, it's terrible. Oh, dude, don't freak out. What? Don't freak out. Okay.
This reminds me of Evolution.
You gotta promise you're not gonna freak out. What is it? I lost the fucking tongs in your asshole, dude. I'm sorry, you have such a gaping asshole with a black hole at the end of it, apparently.
Oh god. Did you ever see that movie Evolution?
Yes, but it was a long time ago. I
Oh
just
my
remember
god.
the hand models.
Where oh my god.
No, that was
the
Zoolander.
black guy, what's his name? Oh my god, why is that
Orlando
Jones? Orlando Jones. He basically, the flying alien, goes up into his asshole, and then they have to retrieve it.
Yeah.
And he asks for an ice cream and shoves it on his ass. Oh man.
Terrible.
But I don't know. I just hope more Republicans actually listen to their constituents. Because you know what's funny? There's no news reporting does this, but if you actually look up local newspapers, a lot of constituents are actually asking questions, one, about Russia, but what's more important is, for most of the people, is the Affordable Care Act.
How much money do these constituents make?
What do you mean, make?
Like on average, would you say the Republican constituent, how much money do they make? Because like the people that you're talking about, like they go to the town halls and ask all the questions, like they're the ones getting shit on, and the Republicans don't care. Like that's the whole
except
point.
except if they vote, if they're your voters, and everybody in there is yelling at you, you recognize you can only go so long.
I feel like all those people are like still, like they're the same people who made a ruckus, like the Republicans that made ruckus before, but like it doesn't matter.
No, they're not the same Republicans who make the ruckus before. They're the Republicans that actually got Trump in a lot of these places.
Ugh, stupid.
That's because a lot of them, I mean, yes and no, right? So, like, people were under the illusion that Trump was actually going to be something that he never was. They were under the illusion that he was going to go in there and he was going to change things and make it better, when in fact, if you actually read if you went to his website and you read anything he stood for, it was not at all for the people. It was all pro-business, like strictly pro-business. And it's what I tried to convince people, but no one wanted to believe me. And I tried to convince people that I knew that were in federal government, that knew intelligence, because I worked in intelligence for a while. And when I hear the director of national intelligence and the director of the CIA both saying, "Do not put this man in office," I listen. I try to help people listen, but no one did. No one wanted to.
Not no one. I had to vote third party though. Just, I have a conscience a little bit.
No, I had no conscience. I didn't care.
And that's fair, I get it, but like also like my county or whatever the fuck went to Hillary, so it didn't really matter what I did. she'd already won the popular vote, and she won the fucking. So
the electoral vote was.
So
really
people were like, "Oh, you threw your vote away." It's like, actually, I really didn't. So eat a dick. But unlike you, I didn't sell my soul. Because I mean, like,
I'll sell my soul down the river for that.
There's just no good options, and
no, there wasn't. And third party wasn't even.
Oh no. The only reason, the only thing that was better about third party than the two main parties was that guy was not an obvious criminal. That's the only thing he had above everybody.
Oh, so you voted for the guy that was from
Gary Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Fuck
yeah, you're good, because the Green Party actually was at a, and this blew me away when I saw this. Jill whatever, I can't remember what her last name was. Jill Stein, yeah. She actually was at a Russian party in Russia with one of, Flynn, at the same time, sitting at the table with Putin.
So, yeah. I made a good choice.
Yes, better than the people who thought
literally
Green Party is
everyone
better.
else in America fucking sucks, unless you voted for Johnson. Feel the Johnson.
They should have just went that way. That might have been. That might have actually got them more votes.
I would have done it. I mean,
oh man.
Yeah, get them kids to vote. That'll get the fucking millennials out. Fielder Johnson, that's hilarious. You just make a fart joke somewhere and you're good to go.
I have a Pokemon like waiting there so they can capture it on Pokemon Go.
Yeah, dude.
I was gonna say it wouldn't be hard. Yeah, there's all kinds of things you can do.
I think you should do like I like what Australia does for their voting. Like you don't have to vote, but you do got to go like check in. So like it's like, well, since you're here, why don't you just fucking vote? But like if you don't check in, like you get like a parking ticket pretty much.
Oh.
Yeah, they absolutely should do that.
So
but then
like
you got a bunch of idiots
economy.
Voting too. More
but like
normal.
And then if you switch to the actual popular vote versus this bullshit that we got going on, I feel like
yeah. See, the stuff that we used to have made more sense. Now it doesn't. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, like back in fucking 1782 when fucking you had a dude
even
on a
in
horse.
the 1800s.
Whatever. Fucking you have a dude on a horse is the fastest way of convening fucking messages between towns. Like. Yeah, you might want to get a group of learned people together and have them make the decisions, But now there's fucking CNN, okay? We've got fucking we've got fucking cell phones here.
That's also the other reason.
Well, no, but I mean, like, but all the information is there. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to make it,
doesn't stop people from making dumb decisions.
Oh no. But if you before when you didn't have the opportunity to make a informed decision, fucking. Now
you were
it's so easy.
Yeah, that's true.
And we don't need the system that protects against
the
masses not getting the information.
In the past, I would have actually worked. I like your idea because that's better than originally my idea was taking voting electronic, but with what I've seen in the last few years, no, do not put it on the web because we will get somebody who won't be president.
And Harambe will be fucking president after that.
Well, that's okay. That's better.
William
A dead ape.
That's much better. Then suddenly Putin is our president. Yeah. Wait a minute, he's not even a U.S. citizen. How the fuck did that happen?
Well, yeah, but like, at least that can't happen. They'd be like, "Oh, Putin's president." I was like, "Well, no, we can't do that. So we'll try again." This time,
second highest.
Go fucking circle what you want.
Second highest was Goofy.
Yeah.
He's fictitious.
Bodie McBoatface.
Kevin Spacey's number 3. Hey,
who was it? D's nuts.
Oh yeah, D's nuts. That's who ran.
D's nuts 2020, dude. I'm down. I'm fucking voting for D's nuts.
Yeah, because I think he tried. He just couldn't get enough votes to get on the final ballot. You had to write him in.
Right.
What topics you got, Max?
Steve Harvey.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Steve Harvey puts out this memo because he's like, apparently he's getting assaulted day and night by fucking people he works with. So he puts out this memo like, fucking, don't fucking talk to me in the hallway. Don't fucking, if you see me eating, don't come and talk to me. Don't go to my dressing room. Don't go when I'm getting my makeup done. Fucking, if I catch you, if my security catches you standing out of the door, you will be removed. Fucking all this shit just like firing off. And while I agree with the sentiment, like I think it was just like very, very poorly handled, especially from a guy who's like kind of got this image that, he's like you're a family friendly guy and yada yada.
Yeah.
It's like this is pretty hardcore. But like his main problem was he was mad when he wrote it. Like someone had fucking pissed him off for the last time, and he wrote this fucking thing and sent it. Steve, I'm with you, bro. Like, you can't be having these people up in your business 24/7. But you need to pass that off to somebody else. Get one of your producers, or get your assistant or whatever to look that over. Be like, well, it's a bit angry, and not productive. So no, I just think it's funny. Oh yeah, he got kind of. Steve Harvey, like he's had the whole where he said the wrong woman won the pageant, and then something else happened to him, and I was just like, Steve, man, you gotta take it easy, dude. Like, just breathe a little bit, take your time when you do these things, because I think you're rushing to things, and it's not a good look. It's not a good look.
Yeah, I saw that too. I get it.
Is that it?
Yeah,
I've been that mad. No, I can't find the letter
okay.
again. But I mean, I've been.
Well, it said the memo. Yeah.
I just never send emails like that when I'm upset.
Right.
I typed them up before, and usually I hit discard.
No. You type those up in something else other than an email.
Yeah. Because then you might accidentally
Word, anything. Just pick your word processor, just so that way you just vent.
Notepad.
Yeah, notepad, whatever. Just vent there, because I've known people that have done exactly what you did and thought they hit discard, they hit send, they couldn't hit cancel soon enough, and it was there.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, can you unsend? You should be able to pull back your emails. Like, oh, didn't mean to do that. You no longer have access.
Yeah,
to
you
it.
Absolutely should. And as long as they have not read it, you should be able to cancel it.
Well, I mean, even if they had read it,
It's too late once they've read it.
I mean, yeah, like they have the information, but you can be like, yeah, no, I pulled that email back. I made.
You can do that.
The move of attrition.
Use the Tiger Woods app called Snap, where you like send a message and then it vanishes after they read it.
Yeah.
Except actually, people figured ways around that. By the way.
Of course they had.
So.
Yeah, this is why I don't understand why I can't get an Xbox that's fully backwards compatible. Okay, if you can fucking figure out how to undo everything that somebody does, like every time somebody does something on a computer,
so somebody can get you
10 assholes.
Somebody can get you a backwards compatible one. You just will never be able to play on Xbox Live.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Xbox, you bunch of assholes. I know you're smart motherfuckers. I know it. And they're over here acting like they can't do it. They're just acting. They just don't want to.
It's money, man. Money runs the world.
I'm telling you, you make a fully backwards compatible system, everyone's gonna go buy it. They're like, holy crap, I can play all my games, and it's only one console. I don't need 7 consoles now.
Except for I don't know. There's too much vitriol in this. I guess that's my thing. There's just too much hatred in this country. People flip from one thing to another, and they're like when Xbox, right? And everyone just suddenly hated Xbox again. When everyone last time around, everyone hated Sony, and I'm like, come on, people. You can just say I disagree with those things. I'm gonna buy a PlayStation. You don't need to throw all your hatred. And I'm not talking just fanboys. Because I have people in my work that are like, "Oh, I'll never buy an Xbox again after everything." And I'm like, "What'd they do to you? You didn't even buy it."
Yeah, man. The red rings of death is terrible for my friend.
It's crazy because in the store we go through it about every 5 weeks. We'll have 6 PS4s, no Xboxes. Ton of PS4 games, no Xbox games, and then 5 weeks later, 16 Xbox Ones, no PS4s, and hardly any games. Same thing with the PS3 and 360. Does the same thing, and it's almost when Xbox One is popular, the 360 is popular, and vice versa.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the backwards compatibility.
No, but I mean, even on the PS4 and PS3, it's the same thing.
Yeah, but no, PS4 they fucked up because I don't understand Sony at all. Okay, why make the PS3 only backwards compatible to the PS1? Why make the PS4 only backwards compatible to the PS2? Okay,
so they can continue to sell PS3 games to PS3 owners.
But you will already do that. You already do that. So I don't know. I just feel
No, because that forces the person to keep up, right? Like if the person, because you're not encouraging them to upgrade by offering that PS3. You just aren't. You're offering them now PS2. Wait, you want to play that PS2 game? Buy a PS4. Dumb reason to buy one. Go buy a PS2. I would agree. But some people are swayed by that argument.
But then even still, so by that same argument, if you have
all
the PS3 and the PS1 available, wouldn't that bring all their holy crap, I can play all of these things on the one thing. So I need to get that because it's also a Blu-ray player and I need one of those. Right?
You would think. Except, I mean, there's
whatever. I'm just some asshole in Ohio. They're making the big bucks. So apparently, they got it going on because they've been not doing what I've been saying this whole time and still making billions of dollars. Yep. So, you can't really fault the...
I mean, I think your only chance, honestly, is Xbox, to be honest with you. Sony doesn't care. Sony doesn't care about the consumer. They like to look like and feel like they like everyone to believe they care about the consumer. And then they show that publicly, and then if you watch the things they do, they don't always do that. Phil Spencer changed the way Xbox was run. So I appreciate that. Because Phil Spencer wants to do what you want, but he recognizes he's only got so many resources, and he wants to do it well, so he doesn't want to put a crappy product out there.
Put those fucking big brains to work. You figure it out.
Oh, they could figure it out. You're not wrong. It's money.
Yeah,
it's money.
Can get you to buy the game and get on a virtual console.
Yeah, that's the Nintendo method.
I can't tell you how many times I bought Mario Brothers. I buy it every time I get a fucking new Nintendo system. They get me $5. Oh my god, yes, I have it right there.
On the original, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but the new console doesn't play original game. I'm gonna try to put a fucking NES game in my Switch. Like fucking, why won't this work? They never make this shit backwards compatible.
Oh shit!
The fucking cartridge is the same size as the whole console.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I think that's all I had. What else do I?
Yeah, I didn't have anything other than the things we kind of talked about.
Oh, I was thinking that like Steve Harvey should do like Afro Samurai rules if you want to come talk to him. Like there's two top people. There's number 1 and a number 2.
Okay.
All right. The number 1 is the only person who can go talk to Steve Harvey. All right. Now, the only person who can take the power away from the number 1 is the number 2. The only problem with being number 2 is everybody can be number 2. Like so, it's got to be like a fight to the death every time. You know, they're trying to be number 2. Number 2 is trying to fight number 1, and then whoever is number 1 gets to go talk to Steve Harvey.
And then film it.
Oh yeah, totally.
And then that person could run for
Because
president.
that's the end of Family Feud at that point. Because you've got no one supporting that after everyone's dead.
Say what you want about me.
You
Oh my god.
to work in the entertainment business. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's dog eat dog out there.
Steve Harvey is the best game show host ever. Ever.
Yeah, you think?
Oh my god, I love him on freaking Family Feud. He is hysterical. He does pretty much his stand up in between stuff, and he feeds off the people, and he's so quick. He's so funny.
Oh man, I just watched one episode where the chick is saying the same thing for like 20 minutes. It's like, no, say something else, anything else, same thing. But what if I put a different accent on it, Steve? What if I say the same word and I put emphasis on the different syllables?
Man. So anyway, if you want to listen to that Trump book, go to audibletrial.com/3geeks, and you can have Donald J. Trump reading right to
We should
you.
do that as like
Vigo likes it.
a punishment. Like if we play a game or something, and it's like the punishment is you have to fucking
Lose a bet or something like that.
yeah, listen to fucking Make Money
Trump's biography.
Your Bitch by Donald Trump.
Make money your bitch.
Grab Money by the Pussy by Donald Trump.
Oh, that's an awesome title.
Anyway,
I'm gonna write all these books now. I'm gonna make my pen name Donald Trump.
keep those fidget spinners out of the holes in your body. Keep toddlers out of your vaginas. And from all of us at This Is Most Unorthodox and the 3 Geeks podcast, we'll see you later. Bye.
Please keep toddlers out of your vaginas.
Yes, please do.
Unless they're just coming out of your.
Because that's like
Well, they
hold
wouldn't be
on,
a toddler,
hold on.
I
We
mean,
can't
that's
close
true.
this out. This is like this is now a
We've got bigger
legitimate fear
issues now.
for babysit. Like kids, people that have kids now have this as a fear. This could happen because it's happened before.
And then it's like the crazy people who are like, what if she tries to cram them up her vagina? It's like you're just being silly. Like we'll just take her over there. Now it's like no, you're.
Yeah, the whole interview process is
Look, you're
different.
logical now.
Yeah,
Philip.
Yeah, like have you ever been inclined to shove a child back into your vagina?
Or into your vagina at all. Or even your asshole. Let's just cover all the grounds right now. Have you ever
Have you not
shitted before and ever wanted to feel like what shit feels like and you just have a toddler? No, I gotta make sure that doesn't happen.
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, your kids are almost big enough.
Yeah,
to
they're
take care
old
of
enough
themselves.
now, thank God, that this wasn't a fear back then. But I guess it's Trump's America.
Hey,
Hashtag.
Yep. Hashtag Trump's America. Fucking. Maybe that's what Trump was trying to do. He was just trying to pull that toddler out of there. He's like, grab her by the pussy and pull the toddler out of there.
Have a good night.